So we'll talk about chapter 3 too. All right, this one. I think they wanted to know the X and the Y effect of each one. So they wanted this and this, and this, right? The 2 and the 2 are going to be the same. So you don't have to do those twice. The way I do it is kind of separate those forces out. So I'll draw the 2 out separately, and then I'll draw its components, and I'll draw it with this one coming down, this one coming over, right? And the 2K is here. So we need an interior angle. This angle is going to be the same as that angle, because as this rotates through, this rotates through, it becomes vertical as this becomes horizontal. So to get this angle, I'll call it theta, we can use the right triangle of 12 and 24. So that would be opposite, adjacent. So that's tangent. Theta equals 12 over 24. I think it's feet. That makes sense?
Yeah.
For that angle. Did you get it?
Oh, what I did first though, I did the smaller one, so I went 12 over 6.
Oh, that works.
Okay.
Should be the same angle, right?
I got 63.43.
Yep. Inverse tangent. Oh, I get 26 here. So if you did 6 over 12, right?
I did 12 over 6.
Yeah. So it's not going to be 12 over 6. It's going to be 6 over 12. Opposite over adjacent. So what you found was this angle up here, not this angle here, right? Because if you do an opposite, that would be 6 over 12.
That's for the Y, yeah. On here, when I put 6 over 12, I got 26.5650.
Yep. Okay. That makes sense because that's going to be that upper. I got 26.565. Yeah, should work. Agrees. So then that is here. And then we can go for our Fy and our Fx of the 2K, which will be here and here because the forces are at the same angle. So I'll do sine opposite Fy over hypotenuse 2K. And that'll be sine of 26.565.
For that, I got 1.78877.
All right, let me do it real quick. 2 times. I got 0.89. Let me do it again.
Right.
26.5.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, 0.8945. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Sine to, yep. Eight, 939K. And that's positive or negative?
That is positive, right?
Fy?
Oh, no, it's negative because downforce.
Yeah, downforce, negative.
Good. Minus X.
Good. And then cosine of Fx, I should be writing the angle. Cosine 26.565 equals Fx over 2K. Fx equals. $1.7888.
Yeah.
And that one is pointing positive to the right. So it's plus. So yeah, just finding the components of a force. Once you get the angle, It's pretty easy to do. So for the 4K, it's going to be the same angle. We just need to sub in 4K. All right. So Fy for the 4K is going to be this same equation, but
It's two
yeah,
instead of four.
the 4K just,
Four instead of two.
yep, exactly. So it's going to be the sine 26,565. 26,565. Sine 4K. 17888. And that is also down negative. So it makes sense that it's double. And then Fx of the 4K is going to be cosine 26 times the 4K. $3.5777. And that is positive to the right. So we just sub in that 4K for the equation down below, right? New hypotenuse. It's good?
Looks good.
All right. The other problem we did was the spreadsheet problem. And there was two of them that got submitted, so I looked at both. And they both look good. So I have a little diagram here. So I'll slip over that way. And the 100 pounds in. So this person put in 75 by mistake. So I corrected it to 100 and then checked the numbers and it all works out. The way to check it is to go near 45 because near 45, it should be the same, right? 69, 71, that's probably correct. Because if we did 45 degrees, here, maybe I can change the one I did to 45. That's wrong. Oh, I just changed the force instead of the darn. Whoops. It's gotta be 100. This has to be 45. Yeah, so 70 is between 69 and 71. So this must be working. So that was one of them I looked at. The other one was a little simpler, but did the same thing. This person put in the radian inside the formula, works perfect. Just have to have enough brackets in there to change the angle of degrees to radians and then take the cosine and then multiply by 100. So good. Nice job, folks that did it. All right. This is gonna be a short day. We're going to move into chapter 3. You're going to do 1 in 10. So let's talk about that. It's no different than what we just did. And I think we did it last class too, is where we collect the effect of forces. So if I have 100 newtons down, and then I have 50 newtons at 30 degrees, and then I have 70 newtons in the x-axis going that way, right? 3 forces. So the question, chapter 3 starts with this kind of thing, 3 forces, and we need to learn what the total x effect is and the total y effect. In other words, what's the up and down effect and what's the side to side effect, right? So that means we just got to collect what we just did. We have to collect all the x forces. We have to collect all the y forces and add them together. So that's what chapter 3 starts with. It's actually called, these are called resultants when we do this. Because what we're going to have is like point A. When we're done, we're going to have one force. I'm going to guess it's this way, right? One force instead of 3 forces. So the way we get that is we have to collect the x effect, and it's called Rx, resultant in the x, and the y effect, Ry, which is the y of the resultant. The way we get those is by adding all of them up here. So let's look at the x forces first. We have the 70 as an x force, and then we have a component of the 50 as an x force. The 100 has no x. It's all on the y. So for x forces, we need this one, 70, that's easy. And then we need the component of 50. So how do we get this? We know that angle, it's adjacent, so that would mean cosine 30 degrees equals adjacent, I'll call it F, x of the 50 over 50 newtons. So this Fx of the 50 would equal cosine 30, 50 times 43.3. Newtons. Okay, so there's only two of them. We calculated this one. This one we don't need to calculate. It's all in the x. So my Rx is going to be 43, and that's negative because it's pointing left. I think it had more, 43.3012. And then a plus 70 equals 26.6987. And that's positive because the 70 is plus and the 43 is minus. That leaves us a plus. So that is our Rx. That makes sense for money?
I'm following.
Yeah. So then to get to y, we have to collect all the y's. So again, we have an easy one, 100 newtons. The x doesn't have any in the y, so we just need this critter. So to get that, that's going to be opposite. It's going to be sine 30 equals opposite F y of the 50 over 50 newtons. F y of the 50 equals 30 sine 50 times 25. 25 even. And that's pointing down, so it's negative. All right, that's that one. And then we have this one, and it's down, another 100 down. So if I sum the forces in the y, that's typically how we write it, summation of forces in the y. We have minus 25 newtons and a minus 100 newtons equals 125 newtons down. And that gives me Ry, this thing. So that if we just want to know the x and the y, like what it feels in the x, what it feels in the y, then we got it. All right, here is the x, here is the y. Then we'll go for the resultant, which is R. So once you have that, you have Rx. What was our x? 26.6987. And then we have Ry at 125 newtons. That creates R. Those two effects. And R is the resultant. It's like the total effect. And this is going to be the total of these three forces. It's going to be this thing. To get R, we can use Pythagorean theorem. So we can say R is equal to the square root of 26.6987 squared plus 125 squared. And 27.82. And that thing's off at an angle. It's like here, right? It's not X and it's not Y, but it's at an angle. So that means we need to find that angle. That's this angle here. We call it theta. I would use tangent, opposite over adjacent. 125 newtons over 26.6987 newtons. That angle right there equals 77.94. So anytime we find a resultant, we have to find the angle. So there's not a lot new there. We've done components for a week now. And now we're just going to be collecting and adding them together. So that's what chapter 3 starts with, and that's the homework assignment over the weekend. Good?
Sound good, sound good.
Questions? So good?
Pretty good.
Fight your way through it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do the quiz.
Good.
Let's be done.
Okay.
Stop this.